I'm Sriti Kumari and his Adarsh Vijayan from PPT second year. I'm going to demonstrate the manual muscle testing of shoulder flexors. The major muscles of shoulder flexors are anterior fibers of deltoid and coracobrachialis. The anterior fibers of deltoid originates from the lateral one-third of the clavicle to the deltoid tuberosity of the humerus, and the nerve supplied to this muscle is axillary nerve. And coracobrachialis originates from the coracoid process of the scapula to the anterior medial surface of the humerus, and the nerve supplied to this muscle is musculocutaneous nerve. The patient position will be short sitting with arms at side, elbows slightly flexed and forearm pronated. I stabilize the scapula and the clavicle. First, I will do the passive range of movement to know the applicable range of movement of the patient. Now, patient do it himself. If patient is able to do this movement, I will proceed for grade 4. In this position, I will apply some minimal pressure at the end range of movement. Patient need to hold it. Okay. So after grade 4, I will proceed for grade 5. I will put some maximal resistance. So we performed shoulder flexors for grade 3, 4 and 5.
Hello everyone, I am Chunchula Bhutia, BPT second year student, and this is my model Anand Raj Pradhan. I am going to perform individual manual muscle testing for the coracobrachialis muscle. As you can see, this is the scapula, here is the coracoid process. The origin of the muscle is from the coracoid process to the anterior medial surface of the humerus, distal to the crest of lesser tubercle. The nerve supply of this muscle is musculocutaneous nerve C5, C6 and C7. The position of the patient is sitting or supine. As you can see, he is in a sitting position. The test movement is shoulder flexion in lateral rotation, elbow completely flexed with forearm supinated and with a fist. Now I am going to perform grade 3, grade 4 and grade 5. For the grade 3, I am going to stabilize in his shoulder and the patient will perform glenohumeral joint flexion. So this is the grade 3. For the grade 4, is going to do the same movement and I am going to apply minimum resistance at the distal range of motion. And the patient needs to hold it for some seconds. So he is able to perform grade 4. Now we will proceed to the grade 5. For the grade 5, I am going to apply maximum resistance at the distal range of motion. Okay. So he is able to perform grade 3, grade 4 and grade 5. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Manisha Mishra and he is my model Robin Kumar. We are the students of BPT second year. Today I will perform individual manual muscle testing of all the fibers of trapezius. As we know, the trapezius origin is occipital bone, ligamentum nuchae and the spinous process of C7 to T12. The insertions are spine of scapula, the lateral one-third of the clavicle and the acromion process. The nerve of the trapezius is accessory nerve and the actions are rotation, retraction, elevation and depression of scapula. So now we will start with the demonstration. The patient will be in prone position with hands on this side and facing towards the therapist. The glenohumeral joint will be 90-degree abducted and externally rotated. The thumb will be towards the ceiling. Now, first of all, we will start with the middle trapezius. For that, I will do first passively to check the available range of motion. Now, I will say the patient to do it himself. If he completes this, then this is the grade 3 and we will proceed for grade 4. In grade 4, I will apply some resistance at the end of range and he has to hold it. If he holds it, then we will proceed for grade 5. For grade 5, I will apply maximum resistance and he has to hold it. As he is able to hold it, then we will consider that his middle trapezius is normal. Lower trapezius and empty. The patient will be in prone position and head facing towards the therapist. The hand will be abducted to 130 degree, externally rotated. The thumb will be towards the ceiling. For now, I will do it passively to check the available range of motion. Now the patient will do it himself. If he does it, then this is grade 3 and we will proceed for grade 4. In grade 4, I will apply some minimum resistance and he has to hold it. If he holds, then this is grade 4 and we will proceed for grade 5. For grade 5, I will apply maximum resistance and he has to hold it. As he is able to do this, we will consider that his lower trapezius is normal. Now we will do for the MMT of upper trapezius. For example, we are doing of the left side. So first the patient will be in the sitting position. The therapist will be on the side of the patient. Now the patient will extend his head, rotate to the opposite side, flex to the same side and elevate the scapula. If he does it by his own, do it. We will consider that he has done the grade 3. Now we will proceed for grade 4. For this I will apply some minimum resistance and he has to hold it. If he is able to do, he will go for the maximum resistance, that is grade 5. And he has to hold it. As he is able to hold the maximum resistance, we will consider that his upper trapezius is normal. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sahil Sharma. I am BPT second year student and he is my model Robin Kumar, BPT second year student. Today I am going to perform individual manual muscle testing of latissimus dorsi muscle. So latissimus dorsi muscle is a big muscle situated in the posterior part of the trunk. Its origin is from the spinous process of T7 to spinous process of L5 and its insertion is on the floor of intertubercular groove of the humerus. So for the MMT of latissimus dorsi muscle, the patient position will be prone lying and the patient should be facing toward the therapist and the therapist position will be walk standing. So now I am going to perform grade 3, 4 and 5 of latissimus dorsi muscle. So firstly I will do the movement passively to show the patient and to know the available range of motion. So the movements of latissimus dorsi muscle is medial rotation of the forearm, extension of the glenohumeral, extension and abduction of the glenohumeral joint. So for the grade 3, patient will perform the movement by himself. So this is the grade 3. So for the grade 4, we'll apply minimal resistance on the end of the range and let the patient perform the movement by himself. This is grade 4. So in the grade 5, we'll be applying the maximum resistance at the end of the range of motion. Hold the resistance.
Hello everyone, I am Chunchula Vidya, BPT second year student. Here is my model Sahil Sharma. I am going to perform individual manual muscle testing for the rhomboid muscle. The rhomboid major muscle origin is from T1 to T5 and the insertion is the middle border of the scapula. For the rhomboid minor muscle, the origin is C6 and C7 and the insertion is the root of the spine of the scapula. The nerve supply is the dorsal thoracic nerve. The patient position is prone lying as you can see and the therapist position is walk standing. The glenohumeral joint is abducted 90 degree with internally rotated and finger pointing downwards. First I need to do it passively to check the available range of motion of the patient, and for the grade 3 patient have to do it himself. So as you can see, patient is able to perform grade 3. Now I'll proceed to grade 4 with applying minimum resistance at the distal range of motion. And the patient needs to hold it for some second. Okay, done. Is able to perform grade 4 also. So I'll proceed to grade 5. For the grade 5, I'll put the maximum resistance at the distal range of motion. And the patient needs to hold it for some second. Okay, done. So he is able to perform grade 3, grade 4 and grade 5. Thank you.